Hey everyone, it's Coolkid here, and I've been waiting a while to say this, back for another One Piece chapter review. Chapter 1054. Finally, we're out of this month-long break and to the start of the final saga of One Piece. So, yeah, if I gotta be honest, when I first read this chapter 1054, I just lost my shit just throughout the chapter. Like, it was just so exciting just reading through this entire thing. And honestly, I don't want to delay any for it. I want to go into the chapter itself. But before that there is a couple things I want to talk about. Some, I guess, cool news or whatever. So, I guess the first thing I do want to talk about is apparently in Japanese newspapers, they just got like a breaking news. The endgame of One Piece is here. One Piece serialization has returned. Hashtag One Piece endgame is here. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. Even freaking newspapers in Japan, well, I mean, One Piece is a pretty big series, so I guess that makes sense in Japan. That would be like probably here in America, they advertise Endgame. Wait, did they advertise Endgame? I don't know, actually. I don't know. Actually, that is a very interesting question. The next thing I do want to talk about is, so for the covers of Shonen Jump and Shonen Sunday, they got a special combined, cover with both One Piece and Detective Conan characters, which we'll also have for a interview collaboration. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Both One Piece and Detective Conan, very much long-running series being shown both the spotlight. Which actually, speaking of that, Detective Conan, actually it's been going on longer than One Piece. I actually don't know how much longer. I just know it's been longer. I don't know, like it's one of those series that I know it's like when someone says, oh yeah, One Piece is the longest running shonen, now I'm like, well, there's Detective Conan, and I know Hajime no Ippo is one of them. So I mean, One Piece is definitely one of the longest running, but it's not the longest running. There are still a couple higher in contend, and I don't know, I really got, because I've seen a couple of Detective Conan. I mean, it would be cool if, the dub would come back, so yeah. But, I actually am curious. Anyone who reads Detective Conan or watches it, like, is the story really progressing? Or is it just kind of not? I am kind of curious about that. And the last thing I want to say before getting on with the chapter review is, I guess the notes, or, the author says in the, Shonen Jump magazine right here from Oda that I definitely do want to talk about, where he says, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a dramatic part of the manga industry. To this day, fans continue to play in the world that Takahashi Sensei created. Rest in peace. So, yeah, if you guys didn't know, Kazuki Takahashi / the mangaka for Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently passed away, and God, still right now this, I guess it kind of makes me sad when I think about it. And I guess I'll just say my quick thoughts about it here. But I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And honestly, when I finally got to reading the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, I've loved it, and everything to its, I guess, final arc with the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. I thought it was really great and fantastic, and honestly, I really don't know what to say. And also, I love playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. It's something that I still play to this day, and occasionally collect cards ever since Duel Masters came out. But either way, I am still in love with this game, and everything that I liked about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. I have to say, thanks, Yusuke Takahashi. Thank you very much, and thank you, Oda, for mentioning this, because God, okay. And you know what? Yeah, we don't need this chapter review to be sad anymore. But let's get started with the chapter review. But, of course, as always, we must look at the cover page where what we got here is basically all four emperors lining up. We got Buggy the Clown. We got Shanks. We got Blackbeard. And we got Monkey D. Luffy all shown for up in this cover page. The new Yonko. So yeah, actually, I think, well, I mean, there's not a lot to say about this, but I actually think this is actually a pretty good, actually, cover page to start off with, for the final saga of One Piece. We're in the final saga, and these are our four main players, our four main pirate players. We got Bucky, we got Shanks, we got Blackbeard, and we got Luffy. And God, it is crazy, I think. I just said right now, Buggy being one of the main players. God, what is this world coming to? But yeah, the four emperors, the four Yonko are here. So, yeah, I guess that's really it. So let's get on to the chapter review itself. So, the chapter starts off with, outside the flower capital where Green Bull is, and we got literally the, red scabbards, all of them jumping right in, to stop, Green Bull. And Green Bull's like, the ability to sway others is really something. You don't see it very often. Well, you, samurai should buzz off while you can. Ooh. And, they know it's a marine, one of the Luffy's enemies, from the sea. And then Green Bull comes in, getting ready to charge his attack. He's like, do you have any first clues about the ways of the outside world? The Celestial Dragons are God. A country like this, with no ties to the world government, has no standing here. You don't even be mad. That's how the world works. And then Green Bull summons a bunch of, fist trees? Yeah, with his flexing forest muscle. How very interesting. Also, while he's in this attack, he seems to kind of grow into this, his hybrid zone? At least that's what it's looking like from here. We'll actually get a better shot of it later on in the chapter. But yeah, he's like, the forest fruit made me a forest man. So yeah, actually, to stop there, last chapter I was talking about how he might have been doing it unintentionally. That he's growing back, the land of Wano. And this right here where it says the forest fruit. So the concept of his fruit is a forest. What if he can't to do, most of the things, because I'm sure, if there were no plant life, he can do, little stuff with his fruit. But what if its full effect can only be done when creating a forest? That is a very interesting concept. So he did it on purpose, not to grow back the land Wano or anything, but so he can do probably, this attack, flexing forest muscle. He can't do these long-standing moves that there's, no other plants or trees, so he has to, kind of grow them out. So, yeah, that's very interesting. My Logia power is the nature incarnate, a source of life that rivals the seas. Oh, God, yeah, that's very, very, very cool. And he continues, it's like, well, you better start learning the truth. Humanity only's gotten this far by enforcing bureaucracies. We had gotta put those non-affiliated nations like yours up in their place. That's what the order of this world is, keeping life going. Partitional breeds stability. No laws. Blech. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. No laws would be broken if you all died here. You can go ahead and try to stop me. I'll butcher thousands of your people if that's what it takes to get Straw Hat Luffy. And he does basically just like a vine whip attack with like these roots against the red scabbards. And then out of nowhere, Yamato goes in and it's like, every word you just said makes me sick. And Yamato just freaking knocks down Green Bull. And Green Bull's like, oh, what the heck just happened? You got some hockey there. And Yamato's like, what we went through was 20 years of tyranny, and now they're able to finally celebrate? There's no way I'm going to let you spoil that. And like, Green Bull's like, who the heck are you supposed to be? I'm Yamato, Kaido's son. And obviously to that, Green Bull is just like completely shocked. And then out of nowhere, which also shocks Green Bull even more, is freaking Momonosuke in his dragon form. Flies into this battle and is like, well said, Yamato. We have no intention of you permitting you to lay our fingers on our recovering hero. Then Momonosuke does a borrow breath, but unfortunately it doesn't work, so Momonosuke is like, screw it, and he goes up to freaking bite Green Bull, which at this point, yeah, you actually do see a better shot of him in his hybrid form. Heck, actually it looks like he's literally rooted down in his hybrid form. So very, 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 very interesting. He bites him. He's like, still, I will drive you away from the capital. Be gone. No one will ever bring dread to our people again. I thought we're not allowed to do that. And Green Bull's like, oh, Pink Dragon. How odd. I've never heard of this ability. You're in my way. And Green Bull wraps around freaking Momonosuke with his vines. And Yamato tries to come in. And Momonosuke is like, Yamato, just stay out of my way. And that's the last we see of that in this chapter. So yeah, a very, very interesting start where we got Green Bull versus the Red Scabbards plus Yamato plus Momonosuke, and it looks like an interesting battle. Ooh, I mean, be fair. Okay. I do have to go back to our predictions video I recently made. I did say that Green Bull is stronger than Gear 4th Luffy, but weaker than Gear 5th. I don't know. I might change my mind after this. I mean, to be fair, like, to be fair, Yamato did take a clean shot at Green Bull, but Green Bull was just, I guess, surprised by attack, didn't see it coming, so fair enough. But we'll see if I'm right or just wrong as shit as the chapters go on. But, the next scene, we go to seas around Wano, where we go and see the Red Force, the Red Hair Pirates' ship, where we got, I think, Shanks. Yeah, Shanks. It's surreal, but it really considers me now for one. Let's go, boss! Luffy has become a great emperor. This takes me back. Last time I was here, I was giving Olaf a send-off. Momonosuke and Hiyori must be all grown up by now. And we got Forget the Lucky Roo in the background. Chuan's Mayor's like, yeah, boss, let's go see Luffy. And Yasop's like, oh, wait, guys, look, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to meet Usopp yet. And we got, oh my god, I completely forgot that crew member's name. But whatever his name is, like, yeah, Kid's here too, right? He hasn't been that long since that brat tried to pick a fight with us. And Luffy is looking, I mean, not Luffy, freaking Shanks is looking at Luffy's new bounty poster, and he thinks back all the way back when, he first, was getting the fruit where he attacked that CP9 ship, and, his crew members are like, well, they look like they got freaking CP9 agents on board. What a pain. And Shanks is like, who cares? Let's go for it. And we got even like a young who's who? That's who! Oh my god, I can't believe I'm still using that joke. But yeah, we got young who's who with, still with the horn. Actually, no, I'll talk about that later. But who's who's like, what the heck are they after? We don't even got any freaking chest on our treasure on this ship. The only thing we got is some stupid minor devil fruit. It's just the one that makes you rubber. I don't see what the big deal is about that. And heck, even Greenbull doesn't even know it's true powers, true capabilities. I mean, essentially here Greenbull saying it's like, what's the big deal? Why are they going after this low tier devil fruit? Some might even call it mid. Okay, that's stretching it too far. And then we see Shanks arriving to Fuchsia with him meeting up with Luffy and everything. And I guess this also just a reminder to, some of those people who kind of forget this. Shanks was actually in Fuchsia Village for about a year. So, I feel like some people always forget about that, but yeah, he meets up with Luffy, gets a friendship. We get to the scene with the Lord of the Coast chopping off Shanks' arm, and we go back to the present, just holding his arm, thinking about this. And we got some of the, I guess, newer red hair pirates is just being like, man, I guess the, top officers have something with a past with them. But yeah, they really know that. Straw Hat Luffy, huh? And we got this, I don't know, I'm presuming it's a mink that looks like a monkey, but yeah, we got this mink monkey like some say he's like a rampaging demon monkey. He's totally out of hand. And we go back to Shanks being like, well, I'm not planning to have a reunion with Shanks here. They're like, wait, what? Don't you remember what we got in our own backyard? Oh yeah, that park guy claimed he was under Luffy, and he put his mark up after burning our flags down. We'd be following our duties if we just let that slide. So thank God we're not forgetting about that cover page where literally Bartomeo actually did that. Oh my god, I feel like that might bite Luffy in the butt more than anything. And then he goes to Ben Beckman, pouring him some sake, and he's like, hey Beck, isn't it about time we go collect the One Piece? Oh my god. This moment right here, I just lost my shit. Like, honestly, this whole scene with the Shanks and the red hair pirates, I was just losing it. Like, oh my god. And, them at the end saying they are going for the One Piece, dude. Dude, you guys can see why I am just excited about this chapter. And honestly, I could go on and on and on about this whole scene. And you know what? I'll probably talk more about this scene right here at the end of the chapter, but I'll just say this much. I forgot where I saw this, but I think someone online mentioned this to being basically like that one meme where Shanks goes to Wano, says he's looking for the One Piece, does nothing, and leaves. So yeah, it's kind of like that meme. But yeah, it's Shanks, it's his usual MO. He just doesn't want to meet Luffy just yet. So then next up we go to the Navy headquarters where we got Akainu and Kizaru and another Marine that we haven't seen before. And we do learn his name later on, but we got this new Marine being like, well, we can't let the Revolutionary Army go unchecked any longer. Akainu is like, I know that, but we don't have any more Marines to deploy. And they're calling the Flame Emperor Sabo. He's pretty much become the champion of the world. And the other Marine's like, well, the participant of all the participants in Reverie, the one that was killed was the descendant of one of the 20 founding families 800 years ago, Nefertari Cobra. I'm sure that's very significant for the Revolutionary Army. And we got a headline with the papers, Revolutionary Army Chief of Staff kills King of Alabasta. Sabo assassinates King Cobra. Oh my god. You know what? I have a lot of feelings about this, but I'll just say right now, I don't think Sabo killed Cobra. That's all I'll say about it. And that Marine continues saying, well, a few hours before that, they attacked the home of the Celestial Dragons in the Holy Land, destroying a monument of the Divine Claw and the symbol of the world nobles. That was a blatant declaration of war. Admiral Fujitora Miyagoku / Green Bull and Fujitora took charge of the Navy's defenses, but in the end, they were succeeding in freeing their former comrade, Mario Kuma, from the Celestial Dragon slavery, and managed to escape. And I'm sure the admirals were restricted there because they were fighting the homeland. But Akainu's like, don't make excuses for them. Well, not only just the King Cobra was assassinated, but around the same time, Vivi somehow went missing. Very, very, very interesting. And we get the title card for this new Marine. Let's see if I can say this right. Kuromura? Kuromura Tensei. I'll just call him Tensei it's easier for me to say. Navy Criminal Affair Unit Chief. He's like, we're still investigating how these cases are connected. And Kainu's like, I bet Alabasta's in chaos. Well, the ship hasn't even left the Red Port. It's hard for anyone to come and go by these given circumstances. And the accuser being like, does that mean we can close the attempted case of the attempted murder on Saint Charlos? And we got Kainu being like, well, not Kainu, but the other Dai Tensei's like, Saint Murder was excuse the criminals in the Holy Land, the gods have the jurisdiction to mend dispute. It's a complicated situation at the least. And Kainu's like, just leave it to them. Well, it seems like most of these incidents are linked to Sabo. His flame of rebellion are spreading all over the globe. 8 of those rebelling kingdoms were inspired to stage their own revolutionary coup while their kings still were to return home. It's almost like if they were worshiping him like a god. And then we jump into some, one of these 8 kingdoms where the revolution's happening, and literally they just got like a giant ass poster of freaking Sabo in the background, all of them cheering Sabo and everything. Oh my god. Yeah, and I'll talk about this later, but Tensei continues saying, with his growth of his legend, you could say his influence has a greater than the rebellious dragon himself. And Kyuji's like, oh, on top of that, his little brother, Straw Hat Luffy, was just dubbed the new emperor. And we got some, I guess, I don't know, the rebelling force saying like, the Flame Emperor's influence can be even felt in the pirate world. His younger brother just upended their status quo. Now times are being forced to change. And Kainer's like, I reached the rank of Fleet Admiral during a hell of an era. I don't care what they hit us with. We'll strike back and return fire on all fronts. Chapter ends and no break. Oh my god, yes, we're not getting no break. But, yeah, so what the hell? Okay. But, I mean, you guys can see why I was excited to talk about this chapter, but what the hell to talk about first? Like, so, yeah, at the end of the chapter where we got 8 kingdoms who, you know, while their kings were still probably returning back from reverie, I would say, while they were on their returning trip, just saying, because obviously Sabo's not dead, but like most of the ordinary ass people in these kingdoms read the newspaper, and the newspaper said, Sabo killed King Cobra, and I don't know, after that, they were like, you know what, yeah, you know, even though freaking Sabo's dead and everything, you know, it just inspires us. Let's start a revolution. So, yeah, we got a start of a changing world. So, I mean, obviously we knew that, you know, the Marines were spread out, not just for the fact that, you know, they were obviously going up against all of the, you know, former warlords now, but we also know that specifically 8 kingdoms. I don't know which one it would be. Actually, shit, what the hell is happening to Alabasta? They don't really go into other than, wait, let me scroll back up what they say about Alabasta. Yeah, they bet Alabasta is in chaos, which I'm sure. Actually, probably most of the citizens of Alabasta. Well, honestly, I could see it going 2 ways, because they did kind of try to form a coup. Yeah, they had their own rebellion before, you know, the truth and everything was revealed on what's happening. But, yeah, so I could either see them, you know, just being like this kingdom there, or, you know, they'd probably be really pissed at, you know, what's freaking happening with the revolutionaries. Also, you gotta not just consider that, you know, both Vivi is missing, and freaking Cobra is dead. So, oh god, they have like no leadership at this point. And actually, we still don't know what happened to Vivi at this point. It's still a big mystery. I don't know. I right now, because we literally have nothing other than what we were told at this point. But I kind of agree with the theory that maybe Eam had kidnapped Vivi. That's the best I can think of. Yeah. Because, like, when they say Vivi was mysteriously kidnapped, it sounds like not even the Marines themselves know about it. And, like, they don't even know what happened to her. She was mysteriously went missing. So they don't even know if she was kidnapped or just ran away or something, or she's in hiding. They literally don't know. So for such an unknown quality, like, the only thing I can think of is, you know, the goddamn Eam kidnapped her. Or, well, I mean, maybe she could have gone with the revolutionaries, but still, now they're such a high profile, they probably would know us instantly. Yeah, she's probably, you know, kidnapped by Eam Sama. So, yeah, that's the best, I guess, I got there. And we actually do get a little bit of more result. They were able to get a Kuma, which, that was a surprise. I really thought, like, I don't know, to me, I always thought, like, this is their battle and everything was going to end in, like, a very, very, very bad defeat somehow, with barely them able to escape, including Sabo, who is told, dude, Sabo's not freaking dead. I know that's what they're publishing in the papers and everything, but there is no goddamn way Sabo's dead. I don't believe it. I think all of us can agree. There's no way. There is no way Sabo is dead. He's still somehow alive. But either way, just this whole, lore dumping drop on, everything that's basically happened during, revelry with the battle between the revolutionaries and, the admirals, Green Bull and Fujitora. Man, that's still probably been cool to see, but either way, Sabo's death is affecting the world majorly, and that's becoming a problem with the Marines, so, they just not, because they don't have to they have to deal with, the warlords. They have to deal with whatever pirates in Yonko, with the, a new shift in power in the world. They also have to consider that, just with Sabo's death, supposed death, this, makes just 8 kingdoms in the world decide to do a revolution. And, well, as they said, Sabo's influence has a greater influence than even Dragon himself. Actually, I wonder how that dragon feels. But yeah, Sabo's death is causing such a big shift in the world. And I guess more or less anything, this chapter is look, we're taking a peek on what's all these things are doing and all these shifts. And Sabo, he might be supposedly dead, but with that, it changes, the structure of the world. All these rebelling kingdoms. And the Marines gotta deal with so much shit. They can't keep a handle on it. But yet, Kaino's like, I don't care. I will try to strike on every single one of these damn fronts. None of these guys will take out the goddamn Marines. Oh my God. Yeah, but, I think I talked good about this whole section right here and everything with that. I'll talk about this whole scene with Shanks and everything, because it's a really cool scene, because, I don't know, I'm always excited, just like everyone else, whenever we see Shanks and everything, and, I at least like it where, one with the red hair pirates, they do mention that, Kid was actually he picked a fight with red hair Shanks. That's how he got his freaking arm cut off. And actually, the alliance he originally freaking had with Pooh and Hawkins. Yeah, they were originally going to be going after red hair Shanks until everything with Kaido happened. So obviously, Kid still has beef with red hair Shanks. They gotta deal with that. I really did like that scene where Yasop's like, I'm not ready to be Usopp yet. Look, I'm a deadbeat father. I just don't want to deal with responsibility yet. Shanks, I'm sure you know. Oh my god. Shanks' deadbeat dad. Maybe his entire crew is. Oh my god. I'm going to stop. But yeah, Shanks, actually, he, even though he's not going to meet up Luffy, he's still like, look, Luffy, Luffy, I'm much as a rival as anyone else, because he's going after the One Piece, going to claim after the One Piece. This makes me ask the question, 1, does he have a rope poneglyph? And 2, actually, no, wait, let me reverse that. First, does he know where the One Piece is? Because I remember in the Owen flashback, that was a big thing that, freaking Buggy was so sick, he could not go to that island to see, what the One Piece was, and Shanks was left behind. And I'm thinking, well, would Shanks know where to get the One Piece? They probably, honestly, I could have seen them. Well, that depends how hard, just getting to Laugh Tale is. They could have still stayed on the ship And, maybe they know where the island is, but they weren't able to actually see it itself. So, very, very, very interesting. So there's that. Also, if he doesn't know where it is, and he has one of the Ropon clothes, maybe Shanks will be actively actually going for the One Piece. Because, as I remember, I said in the cover page, the 4 new Yonko, at least out of the pirates, that are in the running for the King of the Pirates, that are going to be heading for the One Piece. We got Buggy, we got Luffy, Shanks, and Blackbeard. They're all going to be focused on the 4 major players in this new world, this new era of the Final Saga. And I think this is finally where we see Shanks making his goddamn moves. And, I don't know. Maybe I like to think Shanks was, after hearing about, him defeating Kai becoming an emperor, he's truly becoming a pirate. And, he maybe thought about meeting up with Luffy here, and he was thinking about it, and he's like, not yet. So we gotta put our foot down, That Bartolomeo, who was one of his allies, burned down one of our flags. We can't just, let that slide. We are a pirate. We are Yonkos too. We can't just let that slide just because Luffy's our friend. So, that does make me. It really does make me interested. Bartolomeo, you might have just screwed up. There, Bartolomeo. I mean, he definitely screwed up. But if he's, God, I at least like it where Shanks, even though he's an ally, he might be. Well, I'll be still going after the One Piece. Oh God, dude, yeah, man, just this whole scene just had me excited, yo. Just talking, I'm actually kind of curious. Because if Shanks is, we might, I don't know if we will get more Shanks in this Final Saga. I would presume, Also, just to talk real quick about the flashback, which actually, I'm not sure about this, but I would have to check off screen, but I believe the chest we actually see in the chapter in the flashback is actually the same chest from chapter 1. I mean, obviously, that would make sense, but, that is very, very cool. And also in the flashback, we see Shanks with the straw hat, which, I don't know, I mean, at this point, I kind of just forget, oh yeah, Shanks wore the straw hat before giving it to Luffy. I don't know, it's just one of those things I kind of forgot, but yeah, that's really cool. If I remember correctly, the chest would be the same. And also, what the hell is up with Green Bull? Well, I mean, 1, we don't see his eyes, but 2, he has the horns. So, God, that really does make me think about the Beast Pirates and, just some of the, I guess, higher, the Toby Europos. Are those actual horns or are they not? I'm just curious about that. But, that's... I mean, hey, at least when we get this flashback, Oda does... Oda won't forget, but he doesn't forget that, who's who. He was the one guarding the ship and everything. He was CP0, so that's an important distinction. Not CP0. He was a member of CP9, not CP0, because at this point, you can't just forget about all the other, CP groups, 1 through 8. I doubt they'll ever be important in the story, but, they definitely do exist. They just don't get any focus in anything. And, at this point, I truly believe Shanks believes Luffy is a great pirate now. A true great pirate. Yeah. And also, I guess I'll talk about Green Bull at the beginning. I mean, it's cool. We're coming back to it. And, I guess it makes sense that, they see this Green Bull, they're like, oh shit, we can't let Luffy, Luffy's having fun right now, and probably kids trying to kick his ass or something. But, you know, kids hit our friend, or whatever they believe. Green Bull, he's an enemy. He's a Marine. We need to take him out. And, you know, as I said earlier, if you didn't watch my recent video, I believe Green Bull is stronger than Gear 4th Luffy, but weaker than Gear 5th. So, I don't know, Yamato knocking Green Bull down might change a shit to that. But I mean, actually, Yamato might actually be Yamato might be stronger than Gear 4. I mean, definitely weaker than Gear 5th, but might be Gear 4th level. Oh god, it's really hard to think of that, because I don't want to backpedal. I really don't. But you know, even though Yamato just did one hit to, you know, knock Green Bull to the ground, still. But I mean, I do really actually like, you know, I guess looking back on Green Bull's Devil Fruits, I actually do like it. They specifically pick the forest fruit. It's not the tree fruit or a specific type of plant. It is more or less the concept of a forest. Because, you know, I'm always, you know, because you can always do it basic, but I don't know. I'm always more intrigued when, like, Oda, when he ever does make a Devil Fruit, he takes a more wide concept, like a, you know, Lost Devil Fruit. It's not simply just, you know, he creates rooms and he can move shit around. I don't know, the space fruit. But no, it's the the concept of the fruit is an operating room. And, you know, a doctor's should, you know, control everything that's within that operating room. So I really like when Oda does, like, a concept like that. And, like, honestly, I don't know if we're going to get any more cool Devil Fruits more revealed, because I really can't think of anyone. Well, Blackbeard Pirates might get some new Devil Fruits, so yeah, there's to that. But, you know, honestly, if we get any more Devil Fruits, I really want to see more of you know, concepts, like maybe like a room or a more, you know, broad category that can do multiple things, like well, not just an operating room, or like a toolkit. Oh no, I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas, but yeah, I really do think that's cool, and I think Green Bull's hybrid form looks pretty nice, and you know, a little comedy moment with Momonosuke trying to do a forward breath, but does nothing. But he's still out for the fight. He's still out. Green Bull. God. I mean, is Green Bull able going to defeat the Red Scabbards plus Momonosuke and Yamato? Well, I mean, at this point, it seems like Momonosuke's like, no. I'm going after freaking Green Bull this time. So, yeah. But either way, I really did thought this opening fight was really cool. And, you know, freaking goddamn. I mean, especially like at the end of the chapter and rereading what Green Bull says at the beginning, it makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, freaking Green Bull at this point, it's like, oh my god, we got a lot of shit to deal with, and all these, you know, new countries that are deciding, all these revolutions that are deciding to split from the world government. We can't have this shit dealing with. So I do really like that. You know, Green Bull actually talks about this at the beginning and links to very much stuff that happens at the end of the chapter. So, God, that is just really cool. And I guess that's really it I have to say about the chapter. Honestly, it's a really good chapter to start off with. And I did guess that, well, actually, shit. Oh, fuck, I forgot to talk about that in the freaking, you know, thoughts, the Future of Wano video. But, yeah, I really did think this chapter was going to, well, I don't know if I would say, you know, end act, because I think we're not having another end act, but we'll be doing some kind of look into seeing what the hell's happening outside of the world. And, well, I mean, I definitely could see us learning more, because there's plenty of stuff, like, what the hell's with Buggy and Blackbeard? We still don't know anything about them. We're not even sure the actually real fates of the warlords other than Buggy's an emperor, so he has to still be alive somehow. So, with so many theories about all that stuff and many other things, we are definitely curious. And maybe like in these I guess post Wano arc we're in now, we might do like I don't know a half of a chapter or the beginning portion of the chapter is just Wano stuff, and we might get looks throughout the world. So that would be cool, but we could easily just see more Wano, and it won't be until whenever the Straw Hats leave, or it'll be sprinkled out throughout. So yeah, that's what probably will happen. But yeah, we're finally at the final saga of One Piece, and well, this is a good way to show it. This chapter essentially says, hey, look. I know some of you guys were unsure, but the world is changing. Everything is changing, especially not just in Wano, but out of Wano. This is truly the final saga. And I actually think right here, this is probably, even though that we're still in Wano, I think this is actually a good moment for the final saga to start. Because easily the final saga started after we leave Wano, but no, it's starting in Wano, seeing what's all the ramifications, not just the defeat of Kaido, but everywhere around the world. We are truly in a new world, a changed world. Everything is changing. All these major players are trying to move, with the Marines scrambling all over the world, with them trying to take down all their enemies. So yeah, I get my real feelings on, I guesses. Actually, what is going to happen next chapter? I don't know. We might see what's happening, more stuff with the outside world. We might still continue with this fight. I am kind of curious what's happening with Luffy and Kid. I mean, I don't know if I said this, but is Kid and Luffy going to have like a real fight right now, or if it's going to just be Luffy? Hey, my camera decided to stop recording, so yeah. Back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm wondering if Kid and Luffy are going to have like an actual fight, or if Luffy's just going to be, dodging and jumping around like, hey, freaking, not Traffy, God, what was Kid's nickname that Luffy gave them? But like, Kid, come on, I don't want to fight you or anything, or just come on, have some fun, or something like that. I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious where that goes. I mean, honestly, there's a bunch of other things. We could go back to Robin. I don't know. I mean, I know there's still people who still want Zoro to go elsewhere. I mean, heck, we still don't know. Wano, we could still go to some of the other regions of Wano, but I think it's very clear we're probably just staying to, just outside of the Flower Capital and the Flower Capital itself. And, well, actually, shit. Wherever Robin's going, well, that's obviously away from the Flower Capital, because I'm pretty sure wherever Pluton is, it's not in the Flower Capital. So yeah, there has to be somewhere else. So we might be exploring more Wano, soon enough. But yeah, I guess that's really it. So yeah, definitely enjoy. So yeah, I guess final thoughts on the chapter. I really enjoyed this. I just lost my shit throughout this chapter. I was really excited just reading this whole thing. Perfect chapter to start off with after a month-long break. The start of the final saga. It was fantastic. So yeah, I guess anything else I should say? Oh yeah, check out my recent video that I did. I mean, some stuff I got wrong, but I mean, there's still a couple of things we haven't gone through that I still think we might go through before, we actually leave Wano. So definitely check out that video. It's not totally outdated, but maybe a little bit with Green Bull. We have to see if Green Bull is really showing all these characters. Unless if Yamato, we find out, just completely wipes the floor with Green Bull. I don't want to be wrong as shit, but that's what happens when you make stupid theory videos. Runaway Warlords, recently they put out just like a bunch of One Piece videos for its 25th anniversary. So definitely check them out. I'm in a couple of them. They do pretty cool stuff. I actually like some of the videos that Dark Brand has been making for the Runaway Warlords. So yeah, definitely check that shit out. They even did a top 25 waifu stream. Unfortunately, I was actually planning to go to that stream. Unfortunately, I fucking overslept. Yeah, no joke. I had my waifu tier list ready and everything. I fucking overslept, and by the time I woke up and checked out the stream, they were basically done with. I'm like, shit, I can't do that. So I don't know. I still want to do like I don't know, like my own separate video. I might do, but we'll see with the future and whatever stupid videos I can handle. But yeah, dude, God, thank God, dude, this chapter was so cool, man. I was just so excited reading this chapter. I can't wait. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we continue the Final Saga and see how is how is, Akainu planning to deal with all these affronts on him, attacking all of his enemies. So, yeah. How should I end this video? Actually, some of my recent friends have been watching One Piece. They won't be watching this, so they're not catched up, but I guess I'll just say this much. Last time I checked, they were not the Law flashback. They just finished with the Senior Pink fight, and oh my god, that was so cool. Yeah, I was watching that episode with them. Pretty cool. I still think the anime is the weakest part, but they're still enjoying parts of it. I really, dude, the anime made me fucking drop off at Dressrosa, but I genuinely do think Dressrosa's a really good arc, and anyone who says Dressrosa's a bad arc, I don't know, I would agree that it has a lot of people's favorite moments, like really good, so for that, I just don't see it to being a bad arc, and some people say it drags a little, and maybe. Definitely in the anime, but I think for those people who've never read the manga version of Dressrosa, definitely give it a go. It literally is the reason why it's a top 3 arc. For me with Wano, I like Wano a lot, but not until Wano's done. Like maybe like after a month or two, once Wano's done, I'm like completely done after we do with the post Wano shit. After that, probably like a month or two, I'll give out my final thoughts. Because here's the thing, One Piece, I do generally agree with the opinion that One Piece is not meant to be read week to week or how Oda structured it. So it flows a lot better when you just read a whole bunch in a row. So I do plan after, a month or two after Wano is fully complete to read it. And then I'll give out my final opinions. Is it the best story arc? Or is it top 3? Top 5? Top, the lowest top. I know some people are saying it's like the worst arc in One Piece. I'm like, nah, bitch. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. And I mean, people said the same thing about fucking Whole Cake Island. And now people are liking it. So, I don't know what the hell's up with people. Recently I actually finally got to watching that stupid new trailer for Final Fantasy 16. Oh my god, it is so hype, dude. I mean, I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is great, even though I haven't played every Final Fantasy game, but usually the mainline games are pretty good. 16's looking hell awesome. I know my friend Cyboy the Awesome. He is looking so excited because what was his name? Yoshi P or whatever, who works mainly on Final Fantasy 14, the MMO, is working on 16, so he's really excited for that. I mean, just from what I just see with it. It looks pretty good. It looks exciting. Dude, man, it sucks that it's a freaking PS5 exclusive. I do kind of wish they do like a simultaneous release for like the PC or some shit, but it's probably some stupid Sony licensing agreement. So, I mean, I feel like what'll probably happen is, like a half a year to a year later, we'll probably get, it on PC. Hopefully, I do think it will eventually release on PC, but for right now, it's a freaking PS5 exclusive. And Jesus Christ, those things are hard to get unless if you want to be paying like fucking double the amount. God, that just really, really sucks. Oh, I just hope one day I get PS5 to play Final Fantasy 16. But hey, if I really want, well, actually, wait a minute. Is the Part 2 remake? God, I forgot what's like its actual title. But like, is Part 2 just coming on PS5, or is it also simultaneously releasing with a PC release? I forgot, but definitely gonna check that. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 7 remake. Can't wait to see Part 2 and Part 3. God, I keep forgetting what they're called. Because even though I love that, like, freaking 25th anniversary stream, it was awesome. And, I'll just say this here. I like Final Fantasy 7. It's, like, definitely top 10 Final Fantasy games, but not my favorite. I think it's overrated as fuck, but I don't think it's a bad one. I'll just say that. I know people are going to fucking kill me for that opinion, and I love Final Fantasy 10, so, but still, I think Final Fantasy 7 is a really good game, and also, I know they'll be making Final Fantasy 7 games to the end of time, like, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't want to be that guy, but, like, what about all the other Final Fantasy games? I don't think we're going to be getting another, I don't know, like, Final Fantasy 6, a new Final Fantasy 6 sequel or spin-off, or freaking 15 or 8 or anything. I mean, some of that stuff would be cool and all, but obviously Square Enix is not going to be doing that. Dude, I would wish that maybe like 10 gets another game. I mean, I love 10, so obviously more of that, but just I don't know, any of these other games, because I don't know, I just would be interested. Also, 13 got like a lot of fucking spin-offs for some reason. I remember it being commercially not very great, or did it do great? I just remember not people liking it a lot. Never played 13. Actually was kind of curious about, like, I did have a thought there, like, oh yeah, I'll stream 13, because I've never played 13, because off the top of my head, I played 1, never finished it. 4, I played completely through. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. I don't think I've played 11 or 12. Definitely skipped 13. I haven't played 14. Liked 15. And this is just from the mainline titles. So, yeah. I do like 15. I really do like 15. And I feel like some people just hate it because it's, not versus 13 or whatever. But I do think 15 is generally a good game. So, yeah. Oh my God, I've been talking about this shit long enough. Lesson learned. Final Fantasy is awesome, and maybe I should do videos on it. Maybe.